All right, everybody, we are live. Hello, hello. Welcome to the Ask Me Anything show by JVology. I'm your host, Krista Anakovsky, and we've got a fun and kind of special edition today featuring one of my favorite people, Mr. JamesLam of Look Ahead Marketing. How's it going, James?
Hello. Hi, team. How's it going? I'm gonna rudely interrupt. I know this is the Ask Me Anything show, and normally it's Krista peppering people with questions. I'm gonna turn this around, and I'm gonna ask Krista a bunch of questions, as weird as it sounds. So, we have, and full on, if you look at the video that I posted earlier this morning, about 20 minutes, JVology Live is coming up. It's one of my favorite events. Now, the challenge with JVology Live is when I tell people about it, I'm like a fanboy. I'm like, oh my God, you have to go because it's the most amazing event. And they're like, why? And I'm like, because it's like this thing with all these people, and that doesn't make me want to go, right? Like it's sort of this thing that I sit there and I'm like, how do I phrase this? So the nice thing is that Chris has been in here for, oh, I got the right direction. Chris has been doing this for a long time. So Chris is the director of client
Member
help,
care. I take
member
care of
care,
our members.
member love, whatever it may. She basically makes members feel loved, and which is, you're really good at that, right? So there's a bunch of people that I have who I've talked to about JVology, Krista, and they're on the bubble, and there's a little bit of fear going on because it's something that they've never done, which is totally fair, and I think we all get scared before we go and try something new. So let's throw you a few low balls. In a nutshell, you get, I don't know why I'm telling you what time you have on your show. You have 30 seconds. Tell me about JVology. What is JVology Live?
All right. Well, first of all, for anybody who's watching, whether you're already part of our community or you're part of James' team, we'd love to invite all of you to attend JVology Live, which is coming up September 25th through 27th. So just a couple of weeks away. Now is the time to secure your spot. And if you haven't come to JVology Live before, the question is why? Why would you? As James would say, it's so much fun. The people are awesome. Okay, he's totally right. It's true.
In that voice.
That's exactly. That's the whole thing, which is why I keep sticking around. It truly is an amazing group of people that Jay and our community attracts like, and we continue to have some really, really not just smart and brilliant and successful people from around the world that are solopreneurs, small business owners, both online marketers as well as brick and mortar businesses. And really, really, we have quite a global reach, and that makes it even more fun. You'll get to meet people from South Africa, New Zealand, Australia, Germany, Switzerland, Denmark. I mean, we've really got, and of course, then there's also those foreigners from Canada. I don't know about you guys.
That's right.
All right,
We're building. Chris is from Florida. We're building a wall between us and the States. So there you go. So it's online. It's over the weekend from the 25th to the 27th. Now, I know there's a little bit. Well, let me put this right out there for anybody who's listening. I want to say this right out, and it's on the video below. But I'm going to tell you this right now. If you have never gone to JVology Live and you sign up, you take a gander. Okay, you sign up, and my ask is that you play 100%. If you don't like it, I will refund you from my own pocket. That's how much I believe it, and I don't see any of the money, team. All right, that is the honest to God truth. And as a bonus, I know some of you who are starting out businesses, $197 USD is a lot of money to some of you. It's totally okay. Like, I'm not. If you can't afford it, I have a certain number of tickets that I'm happy to buy for you. The caveat is that you play 100%. All right, and you get everything that you can, because I know it can be life-changing. It was for me. But let's talk a little bit. So it's $197 for 3 days of intensive learning, nonstop. What happens if people can't be there the entire time, Krista? Because I know some people have commitments on the Friday night or Saturday or whatever. Can you pop in and out of sessions?
You can, absolutely. It is virtual. It is online. You'll have access to get in and out of the room. The main room, we do a lot of individual breakouts. We'll have a few with some really incredible speakers that are coming back. Jay only picks the best of the best that have content that helps to propel the message in the training that you're getting. So if for whatever reason you can't be there the whole time, do what you can. My ask is, if you are home or you can carve out the time to be in fully and not trying to shift from one thing to another, because the more you dive in, the more you'll make connections. And here's the thing, this is not just learn something and then after the 3-day event, go and try to implement it. We are the community of business people that you want to be working with and that you can work with. You're learning the art of how to make a JV invitation, and you're doing it. You actually get to practice it, tweak it, and make the invitations. People are walking away with many joint venture partners and are making money from the event. And if you still haven't grasped what the purpose or what this joint venture means, it's a way to scale your exposure, your reach, and gain a client base that you're looking for. Instead of paying for leads, it's a way of building relationships to grow your reach and your customer base that way without coming out of pocket. So that $197 or that you'll be purchasing the ticket to attend for 3 days, you will get more leads out of that than $197 you'd spend on Google ads or placing an ad digitally or in a newspaper or wherever it is that you are seeking to get exposure right now. And it's not just about getting one client. We're not here to have client conversations. We're here to meet other professionals who value what you do, align with the same type of client that you align with, and get to talk with them and go, okay, if you're serving that same person that I'm serving, how can we work together and really add more value to that same client?
Yeah. Essentially, it's a really one of the things I like about this is it works almost in any stage of business. So it is really, really ideal if you were just starting out. And I don't know how to say this out loud. Like, I wish I had known about this when I first started my first businesses, because people and team, there's a money aspect, right? You will make money if people will, if let's say you're on the other side, you're supporting someone else's launch, you will make money when your tribe buys. But what is it more about? It's more about the relationships and supporting somebody. You will support the people less because of the money, more because you actually just kind of like that person and they've helped you before, probably, right? So as Jay would say, it's a way of going first, right? It's kind of, I will go first and I will support you. And you figure out pretty quickly, and this is the cool thing. So Chris, I'm going to get you to talk about examples of people who have changed lives, but let me leave you with the thought. You're going to be surrounded by 6, 7, 8-figure earners at this event who have built their success not by screwing other people, but by building and collaborating together by going first. So they've almost built their business by being more and more generous. So I love, this is the reason why I love this event, because it kind of shifts the paradigm of I need to be selfish to have a successful business. Now, let's talk about that a little bit. Can you tell me 1 or 2 examples of people who have changed their lives through this, Krista?
Well, Jay Facette is the leader. He's the founder of JVology, and who does the teaching and training, which I believe he's the best trainer in the industry when it comes to the how-to and the mechanics of how to get all of this done, and providing the community. And Jay built his 7-figure business, or not even business, a 7-figure event, Mastermind to Millions, on doing joint ventures. It was building the relationships, and essentially JVology came out of what he did for years. And then people said, well, how did you do that? How on earth did you do your very first big event and make that? And it was all about creating profitable relationships through joint ventures. And I was there at his first event, Mastermind to Millions, and on stage, I mean, there's Suzanne Evans, there's Lisa Sasevich, Justin Livingston, his partner, what's her name? She has a funny name. Shoot, and just I can see it in my head with a C. the big names that you see in this industry, they got to where they are based on doing joint ventures. Now, if you look at Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, Brendan Burchard, they got to where they are from doing this, and they're continuing to do it at a big scale. Now, this works whether if you're just starting off. Most people in our industry, I will say, are an expert at what they're doing as far as the craft, if they're a type of coach or consultant. However, many of them are just stepping into how do I create and form a business plan and structure that is more beneficial to me. So it may be moving away from some one-on-ones to doing one-to-many, whatever that may look like for you. So it doesn't matter. You don't have to be Tony Robbins and Brendan Burchard, or we've got Charles Bird. We've got, I mean, we just have a huge number of people. He's great friends with Boris Molgatroyd, and just goes. Eileen and Vincent is amazing friends and JV partners with Jay, and the way that they're getting their message out is through joint ventures. And we need, as let's say, as a consumer, I need different pieces that I need to learn or do or have to create my journey as a business professional. And I'd much rather be engaged with people that I like and know, and that they're working with, because now we're holding each other accountable.
Yeah.
As well. So it just elevates the whole industry.
Yep. No, it's a good, and I think you said it all there, right? So let's have a final thought here. And by the way, team, if you sign up for JVology Live, you actually get, I think it's 20 minutes of coaching with possibly Krista, right? That in itself is worth the money, right? Like let's be honest. On top of the people that you meet, on top of all the education, on top of all the money that you're going to make, and joint venture opportunities that will show up throughout the year. So, Krista, 30 seconds. If people are on the fence, what would you say to them?
You have absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain. If you are serious about growing your business, your income, your impact, and having more fun. I mean, honestly, that's why when the first thing James talked about is like, oh, you got to go because it's just great. It's a community of people who don't want to go at it alone and want to and are committed to connecting with people that you want to go have a glass of wine with, that you want to hang out with when the event is over, that you really, truly like being around. And that element of community and friendship and having each other's back is way further than any dollar figure that you can put on a training. This is so much more than that. And so we would love to have you join us and be a part of it. And I promise you, between Jay and the team, we over-deliver every single time, and you'll have a great time. And
you have a glass of wine, not a glass of wine, but a wine glass that comes in your package. So there you go. That's worth it.
Right. You'll get the box.
There you go. All right, team. We're going to sign off there. Krista, thank you for letting me pepper you with questions on your Ask Me Anything show. But there you go. Now it's reversed. But look, team, $197. I'll even refund you if you don't like it, because I know you'll like it. Take a chance. This is your year saying yes. This is your chance. If there's a sign, this is it. So on that note, we will see you later.
We'll see you then. Sign up now.
Bye, team.
Live. Bye.